All right, guys. Got another video. This time, this should be a pretty fun video. It's going to be a little bit more involved, I think. This one is for the Solar Performance throttle body, and so this is it. This throttle body is pretty nice. I like the engraving on it. And we have this gasket set. So there is a whole lot of gaskets in here and two hoses for the charge pipes that go in the intercooler, I believe. So I think we are going to have to remove quite a bit. I think we're gonna have to remove all of this. We're gonna have to take this apart from the intercooler, I believe. And hopefully that's about all that we will have to do. But I do have some instructions which they are pretty conflicting. And the reason I say that is because, so these are the instructions that came from the throttle body itself, the new one. And as you can see, based on that picture, that's not even the same engine. But I mean, it does tell you, you know, as far as the throttle body itself, it does like what to do with it, but it doesn't tell you how to actually get to the throttle body and the instructions necessary to get to it. But before I even did any research on the throttle body, on the A throttle body, I saw on Tap Out Tuning's website they offer a performance throttle body, and it's not the one that I went with. It's the Gigs Performance throttle body, and those instructions are, I believe, for CTS V, which that is extremely close to what the correct instructions should be. So here is it, and I know this paper is a little dirty. Some oil got on it from a oil rag, but it tells you what you're going to need: 10mm socket, 10mm swivel socket, which we don't have, T30 Torx bit, trim removal tool, pliers, pocket driver set optional. So this is an ATS-V engine. The Vsport does not have this black portion on it, but it does tell you what you need to do. But a lot of this we will not do because we don't have an ATS-V. Some of it we will, but a lot of this we won't have to mess with here. I think we will have to, I think that's already unhooked right now, but we will have to unhook that. This is also ATS-V, and this is not ATS-V only. We have some hoses. We have the vacuum hoses we have to take apart. Now this right here is Vsport, like what it looks like. Take off the charge pipes, and then the intercooler itself, the cover, and then there is the inside of the intercooler cover, which this right here is the throttle body there, and it tells you what to do from that point forward. And then there is some instructions on how to calibrate it. So we will be going with those instructions and to a T. Even the reset procedure, because on the Seller Performance reset procedure, it tells you something completely different versus the instructions I got from Tap Out Tuning. So I trust it more based on it being the instructions for a ATS-V, which I'm assuming is pretty similar to the Vsport. But we're going to go ahead and get you set up so where I can start taking all of this apart. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start taking off these hoses, vacuum hoses. And this charge pipe is, I believe it's a 10 millimeter. So I guess I should probably follow these instructions since I have them. So let's take this off. Alright, one bolt. Alright, got two, and they are the same size. Alright, and it says that we need to start taking the bolts off of the intercooler cover. And there is this bracket is going to be a problem. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to take that off because that's not in these instructions. But it says it's 14 10 millimeter bolts. These two right here are longer than the rest. We have to take this electrical connector loose that's here, and there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Am I missing 2? Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12 right there, and then these two make 14, which those two are longer. But I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this black bracket off here because it's not in instructions, and that's for the engine cover. So I'm gonna see how to take that loose. All right, so the bracket is still there. I believe I believe it comes off with the intercooler cover. So we're gonna proceed with go ahead and taking these 14 bolts out, and we'll assess that issue if it arises. And it just arose, I believe. So these two bolts back here, I don't believe we can get off without taking that bracket off. Well, I guess I'm gonna try to get that bracket off. I'll pause you and bring you back. Oh, all right, guys, I am sweating. So I finally got this bracket off. It's a plastic bracket, and this was so aggravating. There is no room up here, hardly at all, to remove that. They even get a socket behind it, and this bolt is long. So, and it's the same size as the ones that came out the intercooler, but I'm gonna keep them separate. That was so aggravating. Oh my goodness. To be honest, all it is just for the engine cover, but I am gonna put it back on whenever we do get to that point, and it's probably gonna take just as long, but that took about 15-20 minutes, maybe even 30. Oh, that was aggravating. But anyway, now I can get this electrical connector apart, and I don't know what that's for. I'm assuming it's some sensor for temperature or whatever. But now I can get to these two back ones here, hopefully, without any more issues. All right, that's the first one. Alright, for the rest, I'm going to use a drill to get the rest out. And nope, need two longer ones. So that one is slightly longer. Everything should just, I should just be able to flip this over towards me. As long as I got everything out. Maybe I'm missing a couple more screws. And it does not look like it. Okay, there we go. It was just sealed. Alright, so the next instruction says flip intercooler upside down and lay on a towel over the radiator support and front bumper area. Alright, so that is what the intercooler looks like on the inside. This right here is the intercooler brakes, and there is a upgrade for these, which, I mean, at this point it would be extremely easy to replace this, but they're really expensive and I do not have the funds to deal with that right now. But it's covered in oil. I don't know why, but I will try to clean some of this up. And there are gaskets in there. I think in that kit it has this gasket, this one, and the ones that are inside the charge pipes. And there's a black hose down here on the charge pipe. That's also in there. I am not going to replace the black ones on the charge pipe, but the ones that are in here, it also has the gasket for the throttle body as well. So I will be replacing those in this general area. But other than that, that's the only ones that we're going to use. Um, I'm gonna get this cleaned up. I'm mesmerized by this right now. So yeah, it is pretty cool looking at all of this. It is a lot. I'm gonna show you a better picture of it because right now I'm sure you can't see too well. But that's what everything looks like inside of it. Like I said, it's covered in oil, just like the intercooler, and the bricks don't look like they're covered in oil, but everything else does. Oh, actually, it is. On this side, you can see oil on them. Oh no, that's the wrong one. This side, you can see the oil. But on the inside, you don't. I don't know what that means, but we are going to replace the gaskets that we can't get to, and I'll clean this up. So I'll bring you back whenever I clean it. All right, so I got everything cleaned up as best I could. So the next step says to remove the electrical connector and then remove four 10 millimeter bolts. And these bolts are covered in oil as well. So it says remove throttle body and gasket. And this thing is absolutely filthy. That's the outside of it. This is the inside. And what I mean, this thing is absolutely filthy. Like, that is black. Like, full of grease and stuff. My goodness. Look at that. And it's still not really clean at all. That is ridiculous. So yeah, this is the old throttle body. I have to send it back, and there's oil just like dripping right off of it. This car could definitely benefit from an oil catch can. At some point maybe, but one step at a time. Next part of the instruction says remove throttle body and gasket. This is the gasket right here, and it says to clean and reuse throttle body gasket. So apparently all of the gaskets you can reuse, but since I have them and I feel more comfortable using new ones, I'm going to do that. I guess I can keep all of the used ones since they were good. Um, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna remove all the gaskets. All right, it's the new throttle body gasket, and it has the same part number. So I'm going to clean this area right here. And put the new gasket up here. And I don't know if this only goes on one way. looks like it does. Yeah, it only goes on one way, but the part number will be at the top. So it only goes on that one way. So this big one is the gasket for the cover, the intercooler cover. We'll be using it. These two are for the charge pipes right here. And it looks like these two are for this. Those two bolt holes there. And I'm not 100% sure where this one goes. I don't see a spot for it. But if I had to guess, it might go up under this sensor here. So that is going to be one we don't reuse. And these are still flexible. They're kind of hard, like kind of crispy like, but they they are still flexible. I probably should grease these, but it looks like there's enough oil in here for a whole nother oil change. I'm trying to see which orientation this one needs to go. Alright, I think I got it. Alright, so I'm gonna finish putting in this gasket and I'll bring you back when I have it in. Alright, got the gasket back in, and now it's time to install the new throttle body. Now everything is putting everything back, and so I will speed this whole process up because I know it's the same thing, just in reverse. So I'll speed everything up. Guys, tell me why I put that bracket on and I didn't screw in these two bolts here. I'm gonna pause you, and I'll bring you back when I have all these screws on. Alright, got the intercooler cover back on. Now it's time for the charge pipes. The intake tubing back on. I know it's going to take me a while, so I'll bring you back whenever it's done. Alright, so I got everything put back together. It's probably been a good 30-45 minutes since I putting this intake coupler on. You can probably tell by my eyes I'm tired and exhausted. But I got the battery connected, and it's time to do the calibration for the throttle body. Hopefully there is no issues with it, but I'll talk you through what we need to do. And it says turn ignition on, but do not start engine. Slowly depress the accelerator pedal to the floor, then slowly release it. Do this 3 times, then turn engine off. Turn ignition off. Next step, start the engine and drive. You will notice an immediate performance increase. However, your new ported and polished throttle body will perform even better after the computer has learned to adjust for the increase in airflow. This will take up to 100 miles. After replacement of throttle body, idle speeds may be different or vary. This can occur whether a modified or stock throttle body has been installed. If this occurs, a factory relearn procedure will be necessary. Refer to the applicable technical service manual and follow the throttle body relearn procedure for your vehicle. So, if this does not relearn like it should, then I will try the other procedure on the other paper, and hopefully one of the two works. So let's get in the car and try it. We are about to start it. Hopefully everything goes as planned. it said those messages because the battery got unhooked. But I can already tell a difference in the idle. It sounds, for some reason it sounds throatier. Alright guys, we are behind the wheel right now. So far so good. I can tell that it's a different throttle body. It did, whenever I first started hitting the gas on it and I just let go of it, it still kept going. And it kind of figured that part out on its own after probably 3 times of doing that. Right now it's fine, my foot's off the gas, so it's doing it on its own right now, letting go of the accelerator. But it is still learning, I'm assuming. I can tell, but I mean, it seems to be doing all right. I do notice a difference in the tone, the idle. It's a lot deeper, and I can't remember if it idled higher than this before or not, but I can tell that it is a better throttle body. But hopefully the relearn procedure is fine and it's just learning the little kinks. But if not, I'll figure out another learning procedure if I have to, if it doesn't change. But it does shift smoother for some reason. I think I did remember reading something about it'll shift smoother or crisper, and I have noticed that. So let's see. So it definitely is doing what it's supposed to do. I haven't came from a stop and hit the gas on it yet, but I will do that soon. But everything's normal, mostly. There's no check engine light or anything. Yes, I can definitely tell. It feels like it's starting to learn, for sure. And of course, it's green now. Oh, here we go. We'll try to stop in the middle of the road. It's definitely there. Yeah, it's definitely much better coming off the idle. It's almost immediate. Let's see. Yeah, we can't even like catch traction now. Wow. That's wow. It's immediate response now. Like before, I mean, it'd take a second or two, but like it's like immediately there now. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back, and I'll end the video off then. Alright, so I just got back, and this is what it sounds like now. So it is definitely a lot throatier. I don't know why that is, but I don't dislike it. It's pretty good. But that's gonna be it for that video. For this video, overall, it was not too bad. The only like real annoying thing was that bracket at the back, and but overall everything else was pretty fine. I am going to say the instructions definitely need to be changed, because to me it just seems like some generic instructions, and I just think that it can be improved on that aspect. But overall, I am satisfied with the product. Hopefully it does good long term. And other than that, that's pretty much it for this video. I am very tired. So it's been about a year since I installed the throttle body. This is going to be, I guess, a 1 year update plus the install video. So far, there's been no issues with the throttle body since I was able to get it calibrated properly. It's doing everything it should. There is no idle issues, definitely no throttle lag anymore. And I guess I can show you the dash, right? So that's good. Like I said, no issues with the throttle body. The install was aggravating, but what I recommend, if you're looking to add anything to it, if you're not satisfied with the takeoff of the Vsport, I would recommend. I'm glad that I did do it, so hopefully this helps somebody in the future. If you're debating whether to do the throttle body upgrade or not, and I know it's been a while since I uploaded. This video was done, like I said, the install was done almost exactly a year ago. But I don't know what the next video is going to be. I've been looking at some things, trying to figure out what's my next step. But that's going to be it. And thanks for watching.